Tick, tick.
Yo, yo.
He's on the check, check. Shit. You hear me?
Yeah,
I was like, you gotta be shit. I know I'm late, but it's a messed up guy trick. What's going on, brother?
not much, man. Another day. How are you?
I'm good. Just discovered a pimple. Jesus Christ. I thought puberty was over. Whatever, man. Never fails. Never fails.
Not at all. Not at all.
80 degrees, baby. Almost 2 days in a row. I take it.
Listen, I heard people already heading to the beach and everything, so it's a beautiful thing.
I'm down. As long as there's umbrella, some rather than shade. I'm down. Say it's live on IG. I don't see the IG feed.
Let me share this out with a couple people.
I did it right on my side.
Get the proceeding this evening. Shout out to anybody joining from Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, X, IG, and TikTok. Shout out to only Mrs. Lee on the early check-in.
Yes, yes. Going, it's going. Rolling. It's not showing over here. See so. Check over here. Check.
All right.
It's a deep sigh. Gonna be a good day. Good day.
Yeah, I just feel like
Something's off.
should have brought the fan.
Oh shit.
The
We'll
heat
talk fast.
starting to pick up.
I just turned the AC off. Shit is loud. It's old, man.
It
Nah,
was,
I'm
it, was
confusing the
all,
new one.
it was all good until I turned this damn light on, man. Now I feel like one of them rotisserie chickens in the
Mm,
shit is whack.
on
What's up?
sale too. 4.99. Get a whole bird.
Jesus. All right. SOS, Mrs. Lee. SOS.
Word.
I need
Operation
I need your assistance.
turbine and liver room. Sad.
I need your assistance, Mrs. Lee. SOS. All right. But yo,
Heat
listen,
is cracked up.
yeah, shout out to everybody who's joining early, man. Appreciate y'all. Um, it is great to be here as always, as Kenny said earlier. You know, I mean, the heat is definitely in action. I thought she was coming to assist me. She came for something else, but all right.
Damn.
Uh, um, so
Put it
listen,
straight to three.
so listen, yo, it is Wednesday, man, and every Wednesday at 8 o'clock, man, we are here, FCP live, talk about some really good topics. I am Senor Lee, and this is my man Ken Kapnick.
Outside. It's
All
hot over
right,
here.
yes, sir, yes, sir, and we definitely appreciate it if you are spending time with us here today. Put it on one.
Nah. Go straight to two.
Yeah,
Straight
there
to
you
two,
go.
man. No breaks.
It's gonna mess the audio up, man. One is good enough. We good on one.
Tanya said she don't want to hear about this heat. Oh no, you're gonna hear about this part-time heat we got. So we got.
Yo, Tanya and Callie, man. Yo, she been getting that good heat before any of us got any good shit going on. So,
Wait, she in Cali now? She moved?
she not? I thought she was. Was she? Where you
No,
from?
Arizona. Not to put your business on the streets. Miss Hart,
Oh
apologies.
shit, my bad. I don't know why I thought she was in Cali. Jesus Christ. All right,
It's hot out there right now too. For many reasons. We'll get to that.
she's in Vegas.
Oh man, damn, I'm wrong too.
Oof.
Why get Arizona from?
So
God
that's
damn, I
hot.
said it with confidence. Nevada. My bad.
Yeah, that Vegas heat is no joke, man. But
Dry.
all right, we're gonna jump right into it, man. How you doing, my brother?
I'm doing good, doing good. You got a funny wife story. Over the weekend, she loved to multitask, whether it be working, momming, wifing, cooking. You know the vibes. What wives do. But this time, I got to see the multitask in live action. She's trying to watch. We're trying to catch for 911, right? We've been talking about the last season. Big homie died. We know, but we ain't seen none of the season, right? So, like, season 7, episode 6, whatever. I saw this one already. She's catching up, but she's cleaning. So she's playing. She's pressing play. Walks out the room, comes back. Damn, keep missing his part. Stops, puts the mop down, rewinds it. Here it goes. Presses play. Sean, I kid you not. She pressed play, threw the remote on the bed, proceeded to leave the room. I'm like, there you go. She comes back, like, shit. I'm like, babe, you can't keep doing this to yourself. You can't watch this show and not deliver them at the same time. It's not gonna work. She's like, fine, fine, fine. She reminds it again. I walked out. I can't do it. I can't do it. I was like, I'm not gonna sit here through this torture. I love you to death, baby. But let me know when we get to the end. But does your wife multitask?
Absolutely.
What's her grade score? A plus being the highest.
Oh man, like
Effective multitasking.
Oh, effective shit, man.
Multitask.
Shit, probably at like a C minus.
Shit.
Because when it comes to
I had the plug on the fan coming out right now.
When it comes to her focusing on the show while like multitasking, it ain't really gonna help. It ain't gonna help, man, because something is gonna lose the attention. And to your point, like having a show on that you haven't seen before and trying to get everything from it in the next room, it's just not gonna work, y'all.
It's not gonna work. It never works.
Yeah, man. Yep. All right. But yeah, no, this week has been cool on my end, man. Definitely approaching things from a standpoint of positivity and grace lately, just understanding, what's in my control, what's not. And it's been cool, man. I've been taking a lot of challenges and just kind of transforming them into, the most positive situations that I can. So, definitely a good week riding into this weekend, and a lot of stuff we're gonna get into as we go through the rest of the docket, man. But yeah, all good on my end, man. Family's good, healthy. Yeah, good stuff.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. What you like to hear? Mostly good news, you know what I'm saying? We'll take it.
Sure. All right, anything before we head into awareness and acknowledgement?
No, what's wrong?
All right. So first and foremost, man, acknowledging the family, man. Happy belated birthday to Kendall. I think it was on June 9th. Yo, man, more power, more health, more wealth to you, brother.
Right. I'm a big dirt bag. I texted him like an hour ago when I seen the doctor today. I said, wait, Kendall can now? Like, oh man, shouts to the bro, man. Another lap around. Blessings on blessings as always.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then this past Sunday, man, the wife and I had the privilege of participating in the 68th annual Puerto Rican Day Parade out here in New York
Hey,
City. It was amazing. it was amazing. Once again, our health system participated for the first time last year. So we did it again this year and got a little video for y'all to just get a
Uh-oh.
quick snippet of what it was like out there before I get into any more details.
Let's go. It's crowded out there?
Yeah, not as crowded as last year.
Huh? See the vibes. Is that AC and hey. Nice. Outside in the building.
Yeah, so this part is like right before you get to the cameras with all the news people and shit.
Before the sweat's right in.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. It was a good vibe. A lot of people out there, not as much as last year, but a lot of people. We had more people march with us this year, so that's great. So now, hopefully next year, bigger, better. You know, maybe get a float, maybe get some music vibes to come with us, because it's very interesting marching in a parade, and you don't have that energy or someone of notoriety to march with you. And I say that because we actually had a float in front of us, and I'm gonna get the young lady's name right now, but she happened to be in the float in front of us, and because she was in that float, Gina Rodriguez, you probably know her from Jane the Virgin. She's done a lot of really cool films as well. Very funny girl. She was in the float in front of us, so now here I am, right? We're walking, we got the ambulance right behind us. And right when we get into the heart of the crowd, people are like going nuts. So I'm like, oh snap! Like Mount Sinai, they see Mount Sinai, they probably was like, yo, that's my hospital. I used to work there. Who knows, man?
Take my insurance.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah, but it had nothing to do with us. It was totally about Gina Rodriguez being in the float in front of us, and they were going crazy because, like my wife was telling me, she just had a baby. So at first, when you probably saw her, you didn't really recognize it was her because you could see the late reaction of people once they finally saw it was her, and they were going crazy. So it was a big head fake walking behind this float the entire time. Then we got no music. And then it's interesting when you walk in a parade and you make eye contact with certain people, because some people are like, you know, very energetic, right? And so yeah, they're, you know, you're vibing with them. Then you probably get to the next 3 or 4 people and they're looking at you like, who the hell are you? You know what I'm saying? And it kind of kills your confidence at that point because you're like, you thought everybody was gonna be cool out here, but that's not the case, man. It's crazy.
As long as the vibes was good.
Oh, yeah.
But
no.
it sucks, you know, finding out you're not the one. You think you're the one right now? So down the 2? Okay, it's all good. I'm on the list.
Yeah, very true. And we saw Desiree out there. It was cool. Shay spotted.
Hey,
yeah.
I think she's I don't think she misses one. She's always out there for the parade, if I'm not mistaken. That's what's up.
Yeah. Charlie caught a picture of us too. It was cool because Shay told like a sister, her mom, so they were watching and sending us pictures during. So it was really cool, man. There was something else I was gonna mention. But yeah, no, it was
any good food while you was out there?
Huh?
That guy, sorry. Any good food while you was out there?
So here's the thing about marching in a parade if you've never done it, right? You gotta know your bowel system, right?
Oh,
if you're gonna march in a parade, you gotta be ready because you can't just leave the parade and go use the restroom and come back. You know what I mean? So you're either prepared to hold it the entire duration of the parade, or you're eating and drinking early enough so that you can use the porta potties before you start marching. And when I tell you that porta potty had a line on it, it was no joke, man. So thankfully, like when me and wifey got there, we were able to like use it and just keep it moving. But it was no joke.
Thank God. Yeah. I never want to be at a parade porta potty or like a festival porta potty. It's just, where's the back? Where's the end of this thing? It's like, wait, you're not last? Oh shit! It's like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you don't want those. All right.
Yeah. But shout out to our health system for allowing us to participate in it. Shout out to Sylvia, man, for putting all this together. Appreciate you. And shout out to everybody who marched with us. We had a lot of new people march with us today. I mean, march with us on Sunday. We had our emergency services crew with us as well, so it was good to connect with them. So, yeah, man, good vibes, good vibes. Shout out to Boricua.
Man. Gotta represent. Gotta represent.
Yes, sir.
Um, a ton of sad news. The most recent is today, through the week. But most recently, unfortunately, oh man, big fan of her. But I'll get this out of here. My bad. But Rhonda Lewis, man, passed away. Uh, once again, man, it's bad before cancer. She lost that battle, stage 4 breast cancer. Um, 52. 52. Always too young, no matter the age, honestly. But big fan when she was a show host on MTV as well as BET. But thoughts, prayers. What's another one, man?
Yeah, man, definitely. Cancer sucks, that's for sure.
Another loss early in the week. All the music heads out there. Sly Stone, man, cold brother. He did a lot in the late '60s, early '70s, but he was, what's way to say it, felt like he was a protege. So a lot of pop, funk, rock, soul acts into the late '80s and early '90s. Everybody took a little piece of Sly, you know what I mean? But he passed away at the age of 82. Um, I won't say that's too young, but nobody wants to pass, you know what I mean? But shouts to him and his family, the fans that he left around. But he was out there. But his pick alone, he was outside when he had to be outside. You know what I'm saying? But thoughts and prayers for him and his family as well, man.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right. Anything before we move to politics as usual?
Um, nah. So,
All right, man. So one of the hottest topics going into the weekend, I should say, were the protests that started out in LA. It seems that on June 6th, around that time, protests and riots erupted in Los Angeles after immigration and customs enforcement, otherwise known as ICE, agents raided several city locations to arrest people allegedly involved in illegal immigration to the United States and other violations. Now, we know that there was a heavy presence of these type of raids and people being picked up and being deported. I want to say as soon as this new administration came into play, but it seems like this step here definitely angered a lot of people, and they took to the streets. And after that, it seems like the Secretary of Homeland Security, Kristi Noem, went on CBS News on a show called Face the Nation with Margaret Brennan on Sunday and said the administration would not allow for a repeat of 2020, referencing the protests that erupted after George Floyd's murder. This is nasty work comparing this to that, but I digress from talking about the major point here. So it seems like on June 7th, Saturday, President Trump deployed the National Guard troops to Los Angeles, marking the first time a president sent troops into a state without a state request in decades. Legal experts told CBS News that President Trump invoked Title 10, a federal code that allows the president to call in the National Guard in the event that the United States or any of the Commonwealth or possessions is invaded or is in danger of invasion by a foreign nation. There is a rebellion or danger of a rebellion against the authority of the government of the United States, or the president is unable with the regular forces to execute the laws of the United States. Now, I know that's a lot, but tell me what's your initial thoughts when you're seeing all of this happening, Kenny?
I mean, National Guard. Uh, so it's excessive. They don't come to play. They never. They're very. I can't say shoot first. Ask questions later, but definitely arrest first. They may not get no questions asked to us since you got the judge. Um, I always feel like should be like Plan D. He goes to this immediately whenever he feels some sort of riot in a town with some money in it. And California's that town. But I don't know, man. I can't call it when Trump just pulled the trigger on shit that he just doesn't seem to think not too far out across the thought process. He'd be Thanos snapping shit.
Yeah, I mean, just when I think of LA, man, I mean, we have a lot of cities that are made up of immigrants, but LA is just one of them where I don't know the stats, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty high out there in LA. They make up a lot of the city's culture, a lot of the city's revenue. So this definitely seems very aggressive. But I'll never be on the side of destroying, our own communities. And you know what I mean? And people can take that for what they want to take it for. But I do believe that when certain injustices start to happen, they are counting on a lot of us to be quiet and not say anything until the point where if you let it happen long enough, you may lose the right to even do or say anything. So um, take that as you may, people who are listening, but this stuff isn't right, and we cannot let it go unnoticed. We have to pay attention. We have to act swiftly within your own means. But
Correct.
this is ridiculous, man.
Um, Another weird thing I did see regarding those the riots. I did see a few posts of people urging blacks to not go out on those front lines to help protect those in the way of ICE or stopping whatever they're doing as far as taking people off the streets. And there was no real merit to why they were saying it. Just more so like, hey man, let them fight that battle. But if you're a local there, it's hard not to commingle with your community. So if you're local, go out and stand support. But feel like rolling New York, I don't see you catching. I don't think you should be catching a flight to go out there just to, you know what I mean? Like the community there isn't as strong as your community here. So, but I did see a few representatives kind of urging other races and creeds to kind of just sit back and let whatever happen. More so, not wanting us to be target practice to protect something that we got ownership we got to fight for. You know what I mean? So there was one weird side of it I saw over the weekend as well.
Yeah, that's interesting. I've always navigated that cautiously because it's if you've noticed this, and not just this administration, but the people in politics, they start small with little laws, with little violations, and the hope is that, like I said before, that you don't say nothing and you just kind of sit back and be like, you know what, this is gonna blow over at some point. We'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like they build on every little thing that they do to slowly get to the real target. And it's almost like softening up the strongest community before you go after them. You just need to get rid of anything else that could potentially support them and be on their side. So um if it's in you to want to say something, be smart about it, but definitely I think you should have your voice be heard. I know that's a tough thing to do sometimes, depending on your occupation or what your funds are tied to. But I, it's just hard to think that all that our ancestors fought for to get us here being erased in the last 90, 120 days to
Word.
continue to stay quiet. We're probably talking about things getting worse before the end of this year. But yeah, man, my prayers out to everyone that's going through this, everyone that's on the front lines for this. And yeah, man, just trying to stay positive.
Word, word. Nothing is passing with Trump. That was a very big bill that he was looking to pass. I think he kind of passed in the middle of the night, and it seems the root of it caused him and Elon to not be friends no more. Um, Elon, I guess, in a fit of rage, tweeted, "Wednesday, I see these Epstein files. Your boy's in them." I was like, "Oh, it's like this was this was a rap battle. That was your first track, bro. You could usually save the good stuff for like second and third. So now I'm wondering, yeah, what else he gonna say? You know what I'm saying? But thank God it fizzled out, whatever it was as far as social media. But a lot of the chatter was Trump saying Elon did see the bill. Elon saying he didn't see the bill. But a big portion of that bill was a cut to EV credits as far as electrical vehicles, and Tesla being the forefront of that here in the states. So it seemed that might have been a discourse. Whether you've seen it, you can see it. The bill, I believe, has passed or very close to. So that friendship might have resolved right before our eyes. I don't think there'd be any more overhauls of visits with him and his kid. You know what I'm saying? So um, when when business partners break, right? Like they were never friends in the first place. Like they only came together because of business. As soon as the business stops, it's crazy when it's in the social life though. But yeah, they out, man.
Yeah, man, that was $180 million friendship.
Yeah.
And that's the
And the
number.
presidency.
Yeah, you know what I
That's it.
mean. I give credit to the good brothers at EYL. I think they were the first set of people that said that this wasn't going to work. Eventually, Elon's ego was going to clash with President Trump's ego, and that was going to be that. I don't think it's ever good business to make enemies in powerful places. So, if anybody that's close to Elon can take his phone away from him, I think that's a great strategy, especially for the investors who are invested in the success of his companies. I think that's number one. And it's a great business it's a great lesson to your point in business. And, you have to be very careful who you get in business with. And situations like this really show you what was at the core of this whole transaction. And we'll continue to watch it, man. It's not distracting at all. I know a lot of people were trying to say, "Oh, they're trying to distract us from the real issues." If you have a good sense about the world, you know that this was just, two men with big egos clashing back and forth. Nothing different. Yeah,
it's a fact. I got one more thing as far as the politics as usual. That'd be a bit of a sidebar. Looking to have any more kids in the near future, my man?
negative.
Smart. In the event those in the USR, the government has announced a new program because they feel the population is starting to decrease a bit. So what they've done here is they announced a new program. You deposit $1,000 into investment accounts. The newborn Americans going at the end of the year, all the way up into 2039. Now, initially called MAGA accounts, it was designed to grow with tax advantages that can be used for things like education, buying a first home, start a business, so forth. Like a regular, what's it called, like a custodial. Parents can contribute up to $5,000 a year, and all those investments will be diversified as stock index securities. Great. I feel like there's a backplay here that we don't know about yet. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Listen, man, I'll talk to the wife. She want to pump out 2 more real fast. See if she down. Nah, I'm messing. I'm playing with you, baby. Playing. It's a joke. It's a joke. That's serious. But what were your thoughts on this one?
So this is actually my first time seeing this, so I'm glad you're bringing it here. But I'm with you. I think there's definitely something behind this. telling people to have babies to create an avenue of wealth is wild to me because you there's other ways to help people make some money rather than saying, hey, have another kid and then we'll invest in your future or we'll invest in your baby's future. Definitely with you, there has to be something behind this. I can't wait until that's uncovered and this actually gets revealed. But this is nasty work, man. Nasty work.
You know what sucks? It's not gonna get revealed until kid born next year, the year after that, turn 16. Hey, I need this college fund. Time to withdraw. Whoa, whoa, whoa. A lot of red tape around here, buddy. let's
Mhm.
let's what's your real GPA? Like, whoa, whoa, whoa. That wasn't part of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be nasty when it's time to recoup.
Yeah, this has red tape written all over it, man.
Yeah.
I want to go back to what we were talking about in regards to the protests in LA. We
Mhm.
got a good comment from SKL over on IG. She said, there's a way to do things, and the problem is this is not the way to do things. This compromises many people and continues to bring much divide within the community. Absolutely agree with that statement. We have to make sure that we are strategic in what we do and intentional. Anything that hurts our communities or damages our communities is never going to be the way, no matter how angry you are. So, thank you for sharing that, SKL. All right, so we're gonna move over to I'm not a doctor. I just play one here on FCP, y'all. We haven't touched this segment in a while, but definitely some good news in regards to the Medical Aid in Dying Act. We first brought this up to you. If you are a true FCP fan and been following our lives, we actually talked about this a year ago, and we shared that after 10 years of debate of the New York Medical Aid in Dying Act, Albany passed. Albany must
Mhm.
pass it. We showed you or told you that it was authorized in 10 states, including Washington, D.C. These laws allow terminally ill adults who are within 6 months of death to request a prescription for aid in dying medications. Now, there are safeguards to ensure that only those who have decisional capacity are truly terminally ill and able to self-administer the medications can avail themselves of this option. So there's a psych portion to this. There's competency, all of that. Uh, since this is not legal in NY, people who are well off make arrangements to go to neighboring states such as New Jersey to avail themselves of this option. But what about those who are not financially well off? So we shared all of this. It was introduced to legislation in 2015, supported by organizations such as New York Bar of Association, the Medical Society of State of New York. So the latest update we have on this is state lawmakers passed the bill in the Senate on Monday to allow physicians to give terminally ill patients a fatal dose of medicine to end their lives. Now I know that line alone sounds dark, it sounds, demeaning, but in speaking with people who support this bill and speaking with terminally ill people who are part of organizations trying to get support for this bill in New York, having the choice to relieve yourself of the pain of a terminal illness is something that you really have to think about. So the state Senate voted 35 to 27, mostly along party lines, to pass the Medical Aid in Dying Act, which would allow patients given in the 6 months, as we stated earlier, to get a fatal prescription from their doctor. So now it's actually on Governor Kathy Hochul's desk. The question is, will she sign it into to law? And I think the biggest thing from providers that we were hearing were that they were really just concerned about the protections around this and the denials from insurances. So you can imagine now insurance carriers now have to evaluate how they're going to administer these medications. There is going to be a self-pay option for patients, but now once again that becomes who can afford it, what is that going to look like for people. But let's not ignore the fact this is a big step for New York for those terminally ill patients who would like this option.
Mhm. So it's a gray area, man.
Oh yeah.
See how that one works out, though, man.
Mm-hmm.
How about you? From a medical stance, are you pro or against that?
I mean, I think SKL said it best in the chat. It's about choice. It's hard for me to tell someone who's impacted by something how they should feel and what they should do. And if they have the mental capacity to say, I want this drug, and there's a rigorous process of them understanding that when we're in that room and we're about to administer it to you, like I think those are the regulations, those are the gray lines that have to be clearly outlined. I don't know how strenuous it is to prepare this medication. I don't know if there's a limitation, like right before they're about to get the medication, can they say, you know what, I changed my mind? Like that stuff has to be clearly outlined. But overall, I think people should have their choice to do that. Yep.
Agreed. Agreed.
All right. Keeping things moving, man. Some very, very great news on the autism front. The Eagles owner donates 50 million to autism research. So Philadelphia-based Penn Medicine and Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, also known as CHOP, will launch the Lurie Autism Institute with a $50 million gift from the Lurie family. The donation is the largest autism research-focused gift to an academic medical center in the U.S., according to a June 10th news release from Penn Medicine. Just to give credit where credit's due, this is out of Becker's articles. From Jeffrey Lurie, chairman and CEO of the Philadelphia Eagles and founder of the Eagles Autism Foundation. He said, we established the Lurie Autism Institute to spark a new era of scientific discovery in autism. CHOP and Penn Medicine bring unmatched expertise and a proven record of innovation, and together they have the tools to unlock answers that have eluded the field far too long. Now, if you remember earlier this year, we shared with you that the ratio of people who are being diagnosed with autism actually increased from, I think, 1 in 63 adults to now 1 in 31 children. So the number of people who are being diagnosed with autism is growing. The advancements in research, while they have taken leaps and bounds over the last 20 to 30 years, there's still a lot that can be done. And with this type of donation, if it's intentionally distributed, can lead to some great discoveries. So this is really good news.
Word. That's what's up.
Yeah. So the key initiatives, they include advancing understanding of biological processes and genetics underlying autism, exploring how diverse behaviors across the autism spectrum develop and evolve, using artificial intelligence to analyze behavioral and biological data to identify new treatment targets, launching the next gen program in autism bioscience, a certificate program for PhD trainees and postdoctoral candidates, and then the Lurie Autism Institute will enable us to find quicker and better answers for children and adults living with this complex condition. That comes from CHOP CEO Madeline Bell. What I would love to see is the same monetary distribution to the educators and supporters of children with autism, especially here in New York. We hear a lot about funding cuts that are coming, and that can negatively impact a lot of the kids who are getting great services. So please, people who are out there donating money, I know the research is just as important, but the educators, the teachers, the paras, the speech therapists, speech pathologists, all that's very important as well. So please make sure you're spreading your money there as well.
Mhm. Good causes. Good causes.
Yes, sir. Anything before we jump into entertainment?
Now it's wrong.
All right, man. Got a lot of slack for this review, but I'm here for it because I can only be honest in this world, man. That's just me, and that's how FCP rolls. Straw. Tyler Perry's latest brainchild, I'm gonna lead with well. First off, I'm just gonna ask. I think I know the answer, but I'm gonna ask. Did you get a chance to watch this movie?
Saw the trailer. Wasn't too happy how it was going. Added it to the watch list. Made sure it went to the bottom. Like I'm gonna get to it though. I'm gonna get to it.
All right, so I'm going to start with this. The overall goal of the film to illustrate the struggles of a single mom are spot on. So kudos to Tyler. Tyler Perry has made it very clear he is going to tell the story of a woman's pain, a woman's joy, to experience all of that. He has no problem with people saying, "Oh, he only makes films about women. He does not care," and that's not what he truly does. But hey,
I mean,
now
70%.
So now that that's been said to this film,
Uh-oh.
outside of Sherry Shepherd and Tiana Taylor, the acting was mid. And I'm willing to go watch this movie one or two more times to really make sure I'm not being biased. But I paid attention during this film. I was invested. I was listening to every little thing. From every experience she had, from the check cashing place to dealing with her boss to dealing with her child, every piece of it. And I gave it a 6 out of 10 only because of the ending. I won't spoil it for everybody, but I got a lot of slack from the ladies. I got a lot of slack from the single moms talking about, what are you talking about? This movie was a tearjerker. Like, this movie was such an epic display and detail of what our single moms go through. I'm not arguing with you. The details, the storyline, yes, it highlights it to a T. But the acting was just not there for me. I'm sorry. I didn't get it. It didn't land for me. But I'm not gonna take nothing away from Taraji. You know, I know she's out here trying, but the acting in this just it didn't do it for me.
Wait, time out. With Taraji on the cover, I assume she was within the Sherry Shepherd and Tiana Taylor cluster you made. She was outside that group?
Outside that group, bro.
Oh shit.
I'm sorry.
She's on the cover, dog.
It did.
I thought she brought the most out of anyone.
It didn't connect for me. Like I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Like I feel like if you put Viola Davis in that role,
kills it.
It's the delivery is just different. Like I feel like Taraji has done too many of the same roles for me to really embrace her in such a powerful role like this. Like when she did, man, my wife just told me the name of the damn movie when they were like
NASA
Hidden Figures. When she did Hidden Figures, that was a role that I have never seen Taraji do. That gave her a chance to show her acting range, and I absolutely love that film. Ever since she did Empire, I can't remove her from that role.
She's still Cookie to you.
Cookie, yeah, like
she's still Cookie.
I can't do it, and I admit to y'all, that's me. That's my bias. I admit my bias. I'm not saying she's a bad actress. I'm just saying I can't separate her from Cookie anymore. That's stuck with me. So
here's a question for you.
Yeah.
Taraji is such a bright light, but I think her light gets diminished when she's with other. I don't want to say other, but she's with similar color. I think she shines brighter when her counterpart is not the same in this ethnicity. I don't know. I think it's. I don't know. She did. I assume in the movie she had interactions or disruptions with separate races, but I don't know if it was the overall theme of the movie. I haven't seen it yet. You'll let me know. But I think she does shine brighter and person of eye color, the counterpart. You can see the difference in acting when I don't know. It could be higher standard on set. I don't know. I'm not there. I'm not in the studio. You know what I mean? But her past films, and if Empire is like your stepping stone, she was around all her Creed. You know what I mean? So put her in that little cluster. You never really took out the box. What's the what do you say? Have you seen her in The Curious Case of Benjamin Button? Is that the full title of the Benjamin Button movie?
Yeah, that's a full
Okay, I didn't know if it's I never said the movie. Wait a minute. Yeah, so
I gotta watch. Yeah, I gotta watch that again. I totally forgot she was even in that.
I just about to say I forgot she was in it.
Yeah, I'll have to watch that again, man. But yeah, but listen, trust me, I realized my bias. But with that said, I really thought it was mid, man. It didn't hit for me. But shout out to Tiana. I love where she's going with her acting career. And Sherry Shepherd, man, she really held it down. So and listen, the reason I gave it a 6 out of 10 is strictly because of the ending. Strictly because of the ending. You'll understand what I'm talking about when you watch.
Oh, hit the lotto.
Wow, yeah.
BET was. Did you get to see it?
Of course.
All right. What were your immediate takeaways?
I don't know what it is about. I don't know if it's the cameras. I don't know if it's just the ambiance of BET or what, but it just always looks different from any other production on TV. I don't know.
I'm not trying to say ghetto, are you?
No, I didn't say ghetto. I didn't say ghetto at all. It just looks different, and I don't know what it is about the BET Awards, but I have to admit, for this year, it was entertaining. It wasn't just all over the place. It looked like it had a goal, and to me, it reached that goal of uplifting our people, uplifting artists that really have been doing their thing, and also uplifting the new culture of streamers, podcasters, social influencers. If Kevin Hart was the architect behind putting all of this together, the way it went, then it just shows you why he's been so successful, because he blended from going up as far as Stevie Wonder to bringing it now to Kai Cenat and his notoriety with streaming, connecting so many dots. So it definitely was entertaining. How about you?
Yeah, Kevin Hart, he's a dope host. He can blend the funny with what's actually happening in real time. He's really good at that. I'm in mind him coming back next year to do BT. Outside of Kevin, yeah, he had a lot of funny skits. But I think the whole Kai Cenat streaming live thing was a cool behind the door scenes of experiencing BET award show from a young perspective. The whole red carpet feel, being in places you shouldn't be, places cameras usually don't go. They were in Kevin Hart's dressing room, him and Drewski at one point. You know what I'm saying? It was cool because on the stream, it was allowed to curse. You know what I'm saying? You don't see that on regular BET for the most part. You know what I mean? But it was good. It was you finally got it right. I'll say that for sure. Because I know it's the 25th anniversary. So they did definitely pull out all the stops. Mariah showing up was one of the biggest stops I've ever seen. I don't know what her dollar amount is to get out the crib, but you don't see her a lot.
Nah.
I don't think a lot of people can afford that Mariah coin. She's like, listen, nigga, Christmas is coming up yet again. I don't need the money. So if the money ain't where it needs to be, I ain't coming. You know what I'm saying? But she did receive one of the Icon Awards. And as great as it was, Mariah had a little shade. She's like, hey, thanks for the invite. First BET award I ever got. So good thing was the Icon. And I'm thinking back, I'm like, if this is BET's 25th award show, and Butterfly dropped in 92, the math ain't mathing. Like she never got a BET award? That's nothing any year ever? I didn't do any research. I took her word for it. But like I said, they got it right. All the mega stars they had there, I think even with the award selections, they got it right. A lot of nominees in his categories. I did notice a lot of ads. Like they was must have getting money left and right to get this
Yeah.
production going. You know what I'm saying? But it was cool to see. A lot of cool takeaways. One of the major ones that messed with me a little bit was Glorilla winning the Gospel Award. I said, wait a minute. I didn't hear the album. What happened? I see Kirk Franklin in the back, like, yeah, I was on there too. You know what I'm saying? I just like, Glorilla? Mustafa Glorilla? She got a, she got a, I'm like, 7 p.m. Friday, Glorilla? Heck, man,
Yeah, man.
God working again. But it was dope, man. It was a good show. Long though. I missed the first hour, and it was still like 4 hours. I was like,
Yeah,
God damn. I was like, God damn. Like,
yeah, that's a
uh,
fact. Yeah, Doechii winning best female hip hop artist. I was glad it was her because I honestly thought it should have went to Glorilla, but Doechii is probably one of the best female artists out here right now, so can't really knock her run right now. But I love the fact that she took the time to use her platform to highlight what was going on in LA. Like I didn't see a lot of artists really want to touch that night outside of her and
word.
like Tyler Perry. A lot of people were staying away from that conversation. So it just goes back to what we were talking about earlier, y'all. That if you have a platform and you stand on what you stand on, when it's your time to be a part of it and say something, you might want to use it. Um, Ludacris definitely bodied the Rap City freestyle. It was cool to see Tigger still got it, man. I don't know if it
Word.
was written or
Word.
not, but in my mind, it was a freestyle, so I'll take it, man. Shout out
Yeah.
to
He probably paid Jay, but whatever. Need a
Tanya
16, brother.
asks. Tanya asks. She says she didn't watch any bloopers. I mean, anytime Kevin Hart's involved, you know what
Yeah.
I mean. It's going to be as far as bloopers. I think Kiki Palmer had one because she was waiting for
Yeah.
her teleprompter to come on, and when it cut to her, she was like, "This shit ain't right" or some shit like that.
Word.
And then, and then she saw she was live. She's like, "Oh." So you saw her
Okay.
like trying to freestyle about the new movie that she's gonna be in, but then the
Word.
teleprompter finally came up. Shout out to Kiki for being
Pretty
good on the
professional.
spot. Yeah,
Word.
man. But the teleprompters, y'all gotta get it together, man. You know what I'm saying? The people are already looking at BET thinking it ain't gonna go right. So come on, y'all. Y'all get paid, do the job. Leon Thomas, that was y'all gonna laugh at me. This just shows you how much I don't pay attention to the actual artist. I just listen to the music. I had no idea Leon Thomas was the dude from Insecure. Like that's crazy. Like this guy's pretty much been
Yeah.
blowing up the music scene for a while now. And he looks completely different, right? Man got dreads now, you know what I'm saying? A little stocky. So I was like, oh shit. But shout out to him for winning Best New Artist. That song Mutt, of course, is crazy. I thought
That album's dope too.
I thought Glorilla tore the stage down. That girl does not get enough props for what she's been doing musically and performance wise. Shout out to her. And of course, the
Mhm.
Jamie Foxx tribute, man. I mean, we knew he was already going to come with all the feels just because of his comedy special and where that went. But Stevie Wonder's humor, I don't think I've ever seen Stevie crack that many jokes, especially about himself.
Yeah.
And so that was definitely interesting to see. I enjoyed it because he enjoyed it. That's the only reason.
Word.
uh, Jennifer Hudson sang to my soul. That girl right there. I mean, there's
She's
there's there's
she's a
not
god.
much you can say about Jennifer Hudson, man. If Jennifer Hudson's a part of it, it's gonna go down. And then T Pain, man, that boy still got it no matter what he's doing. But shout
Word.
out to Jamie, man. Hell of a recognition. And he is right. He right now is the epitome of yo, I'm not supposed to be here. And when he said that when they were doing the memoriam of everybody that has passed away, like that hits real for him because he could have literally
And then
been one of those
he
people
would have been up there.
they
This
were,
shit.
putting up there remembering. So, yo, man, definitely, man, just it was a good one. It was a good one.
It's a good show.
Yeah.
Two other things I saw, more like sidebars. I want to bring here. That's a question for you. there was a moment where Jim Jones, he was there at the BT Awards, drippy, calm nigga shit. But he was in the middle of the interview. Forgot who he was talking to. But Sierra, the Sierra, we know her, came through, kind of, interrupted the interview a little bit and kind of pressed Jim Jones in the middle of his interview. It was like, yo, man, I love you guys. I think it's time for you to marry Chrissy, like for real, like you've been together forever. I should get to go and do that. Bam. Jim Jones is mid music interview. Jim Jones regular. Jim Jones shit. He's not here to talk about Chrissy right now, let alone be pressed about marrying her again. You don't know what they're going through the crib. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? But how do you feel about like people feeling connected with you enough to bring us some shit that you can't be talking about? Yeah.
So this is as someone who has done this before.
Oh shit.
A lot of times you got to realize sometimes it's wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's really just not your motherfucking business. Like there's especially when it's been something that's just been out there for so long, and to do it in that moment, like wow, like that's bold. And the fact that happened, I don't know, man. That sounds super awkward, bro. Super awkward. Like, what did Jim say?
Peace. Like, there's nothing he can say. Like, because he look like an asshole no matter what he said. If he got aggressive, like, yo, mind business. Yo, get out of here. I'm doing an interview. Everybody looked at him like, yo, Sierra, bro, that's crazy. Whether he said, you know what? You're right. Got down to one knee right there. Propose. Everybody like, oh, he only did it because he said it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So there was no wins. There was no wins. But I get this composure, get the calm, get the professional. He's just like, peace. Peace, sis. Thanks for the peace. Oh, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing to say. He walked out of there as good as he could. But
walked out of there as good as he could.
Tanya said, she said, God put in her heart to come here and say that. Baby, you didn't want to hit me in the green room? I'm mid combo with bad cameras.
Oh,
speaking of cameras, there's another odd moment. And let me know I'm getting old, of course. But as you said earlier, the guys are not around streaming shit, making shit fun for the kids. As he's walking to his car, Wale is in the middle of the garage for some reason by himself, walking right with a Nintendo Switch. Grown man walking by. He's like, "Oh, what's good, Kyle?" The guy's like, "Oh, what's good, man?" I was saying Nintendo Switch. I said, "What you playing?" Smash Bros. I can't.
Yeah, they got my boy caught in the Matrix.
Really not. Check. But seeing WALE spelled out and not reading it, he pronounced it Wally. Oh, that was Wally? Oh, he's somebody I know. I was just like, damn. The fact that he didn't even know how to say Wale's name and he ain't know him, like, there's a disconnect here. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, I was like, what, 22 maybe? 23? Trying to think, like, shit. He got the MMG in the later part of his career, like 2010, 2012. What was Cat, what? 10? At the back end of his career. So it was tough to see, but I understood it. But that wasn't the worst part. Wale, after seeing all the backlash of the little clip, him not being known, being as famous as he thought it was, press Kai as he was talking to Snoop. He's like, "Yo, man, I'm looking crazy on these cameras." Kai's like, "All right," and I ain't gonna hold you. I still don't think Kai knew who it was. You know what I'm saying? He said, we're gonna talk about this later. He's like, all right, bro. And we went back to the Snoop convo. But I was just like, damn, why I just need to stay home. Man, it's like I'm coming outside, man. Every time you do come outside with a camera, it's just never good news, man. Some bad shit always happens to you. I feel bad for him, bro. Oh, man. Funny shit. But my last note from BT, Tyler Perry, man. I know he spoke about it. Movie sure. He highlights, the struggles of black women often. Not all the time, but a lot. Long speech, a lot of quotables. Not sure they're all true. The director slash writer, so you don't know what's real, man. It's Tyler Perry. There's one line. It stuck with me weird. So he's on the beach with his 3-year-old. His 3-year-old said, "You got him stepping in your footsteps." And I was just like, little prolific for a 3-year-old. Kind of put that together right now. Because my 4-year-old, his English is still loaded. He's at like 30%, maybe 40. He's still working on his English, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think the kid on the beach would have the composure to stop for a moment and be like, yo, the footsteps that you're making, I am stepping in them in real time. You see that, Pops? That's amazing. Like, I'm pretty sure you have the best suitors as a 2-year-old, 3-year-old in the world, right? Parents your Pops. But it didn't feel like it was real. I feel like that was scripted. I don't think it really happened. And I'm like, I've seen this quote before. It's been in many bathrooms. I've remember Tuesday, friendly bathrooms, but I've seen this. I've seen the scripture somewhere. I'm just like, are we taking everything Tyler Perry says as fact?
I think what Tyler Perry brings is an imagination, an innovation, and an uplifting that you don't get a lot. I think there's a lot of criticism. There's a lot of negativity, and he's been very consistent in telling people, if you're going to do something, do it to the best of your ability and don't let nobody control it, own it, and make it yours and be as successful as possible. I totally get the fact of, a 3-year-old and, what's the real connection to that. But you need people like Tyler Perry, because there's not enough.
Absolutely.
There's not enough.
And he let everybody know, I made a lot of millionaires in this building tonight. Me. I was like, all right, bro. We know you got your own studio. A few thousand acres. Man. Rich nigga vibes. See the suit. You shining, nigga. Shining. Now, shout out to Tyler Perry. All that he does, all he continue to do. That he went on to promote. The Voice System's coming out soon. I was like,
yo.
He did it again. But hey, man. If Will ain't broke, man. Man, let me fix it. Crazy, man. Anything else with the BET Awards?
No, man. Listen, great job, guys. Keep it up. Don't slip up. Y'all, to Kenny's point, y'all need to treat Kevin Hart like the new Dick Clark. It is not a shame to have him host every year if the ideas and the creativity are going to go the way they went last night.
Word.
For real.
It's a fact. I know the 25th anniversary. It's going to be hard to bring everybody back out next year. But see what they can do.
Yeah.
See what they can do. Other weird entertainment news this week. Shamar Moore, the actor. He's currently doing SWAT. My wife loves it. Great show. We'll sleep to at night. But he had a real life issue. He went to his daughter's mom's place. Parked the Rolls Royce outside. At dawn. New shit. Chilling. Came out. Nigga stole the shit in Cali.
Oh, wow.
Now, hey, I don't know if he didn't like his stores. I don't know if he left the ski in there. I don't know how hard it is to sell Rolls Royce. For some reason, I got a feeling it's not easy. Rolls Royce, right? You know what I'm saying? But he was upset. Made a little live. It's a violation. It's disrespectful. And I'm like, yeah. I'm sorry. I hate that it happened to you. I do.
Yeah.
But You got a Dawn. For sure, you got a few other toys at the house. Insurance can take care of you, man. We don't need this live. Richard looking struggles. Yeah, we good, bro. We good, bro. I don't want to hear about what you said. I don't want to hear about a rapper. I want to take my $300,000 chain, nigga. Why you got no gun? Nigga, what the fuck you doing? We got chain. Stupid. What else happened? Oh, Lil Wayne. The New Orleans GOAT. They call him the GOAT. Jay-Z exists. But he did drop the Carter 6. And I ain't gonna lie. Any Lil Wayne album, last mixtape, I was running to it. Big fan. And right before I was about to hit play, the day after it dropped, saw a couple reviews. Hey, bro, the reviews were so bad, I never pressed play, man. I ain't want it to ruin it. I ain't want it to ruin anything I had in my head. Because every time I hit Lil Wayne, I go straight to No Ceilings. He just ripped everybody's beat for like a straight hour. Like, he's up there, you know what I'm saying? Cool ability. But it sounds as if when it's his time to compose an original thought and put a topic together and, you know, make it make sense, he's not really good at it. And I didn't want to hear it. I never pressed play. Did you get a chance to hear it yourself?
No, and I probably wouldn't have went to listen to it anyway, but I saw the same reviews that you did, and it just furthered my.
Yeah. Hey, man, Wayne's a great, and I didn't catch every Michael Jordan Wizard game. That don't make me less of a fan.
All right.
I still love him, but I was not watching all those Wizards games. Nope. That's what it is.
Very true.
Another disappointing thing these musicians. Listen, man, big fan. We show the love first. Anne-Marie, always loved her. And but you know, NPR, they do their famous Tiny Desk concerts.
Yep.
They had, you know, the Locks on not too long ago, not out of the face. But Anne-Marie was on. And one thing was so long ago, I felt like, you know what I mean? Like, it was just like, I love that song. I love other tracks she did, you know, but the vocals weren't. It could have been a mic. I think the mic was off. Something wasn't right. The vocals wasn't hitting like everybody else's Tiny Desk was. Like, you know what I mean? And that was just weird. It was just weird watching. I just like, they gotta go change her mic. I might go tap her shoulder, give her some tea, something. I mean, but hey, man, Anne-Marie, she's a trooper, soldier, rocked out. But shouts to her team. But fuck the PR squad. They should have reshot that or some shit. Somebody should have said, no. Gotta redo the whole thing. New outfit, new band, same desk. We gotta do this one more time now. Did you get a chance to catch it?
Yeah, man, it wasn't the mic, dog. It was not the mic. Like, I was like, I was sitting there and I'm like, why the backup singers sound better? Like, it was weird. Like,
I was like, oh, can't put my finger on it. Something was definitely off.
Like, it just seemed like she hasn't been with her vocal coach in a while. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I wanted to hear the backup singers more than I heard her. So listen, Anne-Marie, man, I know you're probably a great person. It's probably not your fault. Who knows? You might have been going through something. You might have allergies, but it just wasn't connecting. I don't know.
Yeah,
man. Oh man, but
put the finger on it.
Yeah. But the topic on the entertainment, man, that I've been dying to talk about today, man, is Cardi B's new track, Outside. This track right here, man, sounds like a straight up diss record for Offset. And Offset has been getting destroyed on the internet for the last week. You got a chance to hear this song?
I didn't hear it yet, but it was Cardi B. It was called Outside. She's playing with the new Patriot. It's not. I just know it's not good news. I'm kind of fake. I be sidestepping the Cardi tracks because I know she just doing temp checks for the album. So I want to hear the body of work. I want to hear the whole thing. That Grammy was a long time ago. Like, I want to hear something cohesive, put it all together. You know what I mean? But I have not heard it yet. But it's dope though. She borrowed them up.
Listen, it ain't even about the bars. This is the simple fact that she points out that you want to go like wrong for wrong. And then she starts to talking about messing with your player from your favorite team. And what kills it is just, yo, there's a picture with these two niggas. Like, I think at one point they were like cool with each other. You know what I mean? I don't know that for a fact, but there's a picture with both of them. And she's not even really spitting nothing crazy. She's just talking about facts. Like, yo, you are not gonna win this back-to-back wrong for wrong thing. Like, I'm gonna win that. Like, so now the other shit that's killing me is the reels online where they're showing Stephon Diggs working out, and then they're showing Offset working out, man. You see Stephon Diggs going to work, doing clings, doing, you know what I'm saying? Like doing sets. And then you see Offset struggling, you know what I'm saying? Offset struggling to lift his joints, right? But the thing that really has killed me about this whole situation is Charleston White's statement. I don't know what show Charleston White was on, but Charleston White said, ain't she messing with an athlete? What he play? What position he playing football? They told him wide receiver. He said, oh shit, man. He was like, listen, she get all them type of nutrients and all that, like that. He probably don't drink, he don't smoke. You know, he could probably run 7 miles. Like he training all day. You know what I mean? Like he probably tan her through the damn mattress. Like he was like versus Offset. He got that scissor, that drugs, that staying up late night at the club. Like she getting a whole new view. Like, you know what I mean? You know that shit. that shit connected so much. Cause I was like, yo, could you just imagine like it's a totally different experience for her now. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to, you know, the activities, man, like fuck it. Like that shit, I don't know, bro. Oh man.
I think that's any ex's worst nightmare. That the party moves on with a more athletic individual.
Oh, he doing sets
crazy.
Cardi. Like literally, he's using her as the weights now. Like you gotta live with that. Listen, fellas. Oh my god, one of my earpods dropped. Listen, fellas, let me tell you something. The shit don't hit until you see her on vacation with the next dude. It don't hit until you see her happy and he got his hands palming her ass. I know right now it seems cool as shit to go do you, but that shit gonna hit different if she level up and you just out here just trying to figure things out, man. Just choose wisely, man. I know not every, you know, for every good looking woman, there's a guy who she's getting on her last nerve. I totally get that line, but you got to be smart about it, fellas. Like, oof. Oh, man. Offset is down bad, man. Like, this, I'm an Offset fan. Like, it hurts to see this happen.
A generational crash out coming soon. Real soon. Like, I seen 3 things that was crash out worthy. You know, like, between the video on the boat, the Nick game courtside, then I think she had their son get the same hairstyles as your boy. I was like, this nigga loading up the shotgun somewhere. Man. Yeah, man. Each his own.
You know what's funny? They did the video together mimicking Baby Boy. This is literally what would have happened to Jody if Shorty moved on. Like, this is literally what would happen if Shorty said, fuck you, I'm going to find me the next dude that got a real good job and really want to be a part of this family. This is literally the other side of that fucking movie. This is crazy.
Jody's nemesis.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, bro. Anything before we head over to Sports Corner?
Now let's roll.
All right. Right now, man, we celebrating back Black Girl Magic, man. Coco Golf. This was an amazing, amazing game. If you got to watch her. Oh, wrong one. There we go.
Yeah,
All right. This was an amazing match. She went up against Ariana Sablenka. And when I tell y'all Ariana Sablenka is no joke, this girl is no joke. She's been one of the most dominant female tennis players over the last couple of years. But Coco came back to show everybody that y'all must have forgot who I am. Y'all must have forgot what I give to this game. She was down 4-1 in the first set, y'all. It looked like this was just about to be a clean sweep by Ariana, but she came all the way back. And even though she lost that first set, she put that seed of doubt in Ariana, right? She got her up against the ropes. So at the age of 21, she's a two-time major champion. This was her first Roland Garros championship, first American to win in 10 years since Serena Williams, and the youngest since Serena as well. This was amazing, man. This was amazing. You saw the emotions at the end when she finally knew that she won. You saw her never really lose her cool during the match versus Ariana, who clearly, when she made mistakes, you could see her express it every single time. And one of the key things the announcers were talking about is, tennis takes a lot out of you. I don't know if you guys saw the male championship, but Carlos Alcaraz and Yannick Sinner went for 5 rounds of tennis. There are no breaks out there except between the games. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So, and then the sets, yeah. So you really don't really get much time. You're on it once those balls are going back and forth, of course. But at the same time, man, Coco represented whoever was in charge of the audio. We on to you, because when they let Ariana speak when she got her second place trophy, nothing was wrong with the audio. We heard everything she had to say. All of a sudden, Coco gets the mic, and we didn't get to hear her clearly till probably the last couple sentences of her speech. So we on to whoever was in charge of the audio, man. You got some explaining to do. I don't know who can get that information, but that person needs to be addressed.
Speaking of post game, what were your thoughts on the loser speech?
Excuses, man. I'm mad because I'm an Ariana fan. But to try and say that it wasn't Coco's game, it was the fact that Ariana made a lot of mistakes. That's why she won. That was sad. That was very sad. And she even went to say that oh god, I forgot the girl's name. But she tried to say that if the girl that she beat would have won, she would have beat Coco. Like that's nasty. That's crazy. Work, man.
That's why I work. Yeah. Take your number 2 medal and go to fuck off.
Yo, man.
It's Coco's time. Coco time. Gotta respect it. Yeah. But I was hoping she would be a bit more professional. Like, don't get me wrong, I know he's number 1 in the world. In time, he was up 4-1. Thought shit was gonna be sweet. Then it was up just like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't number 1 no more. But I was hoping she would have stepped up and been a real professional about it. You know what I'm saying? Just give her props. And even when the winners lose, you gotta be able to, show professionalism. Like, yeah, I'll be back next year. That's all. Like, I didn't play my best game. You know what I mean? Keep it moving, but put blame and like she didn't win it, I lost it type shit. Like, that ain't cool, bro. Not cool at all.
Absolutely. It lacks class.
Word.
And like Tanya said in the chat on IG, very poor sport. Coco will continue shining. Ariana has no dimension in her game, just power. So Tanya's an avid tennis fan. I'll be honest with you, I really just got into it over the last, I want to say, year. But it is an intense sport. Right now, hockey has got me interested as well. The wife was away for a couple days last week, so I watched at least 2 full games of hockey.
You know the rules now?
I was locked in. I don't got the rules. I know icing. I know icing. I do know icing, but everything else, I got nothing. But yeah, man, tennis. But shout out to Coco. But before we move on from this, man, Coco went on on the internet to reveal the actual size of the Roland Garros trophy. Now, this what you see here in the background is the trophy, but that's not the one they let them take home. What you see in the foreground of this picture is the actual trophy that they let you take home. What are your thoughts on this, brother?
That's fucked up. It's too much money in the sport. I mean, not to get a real size replica or some shit. Honestly, I would get my shit remade. Say, nah, call, we got a call. I'll pay for it myself. I want my name on it. I'm putting it in my trophy case. And I'm going to get a little one to the kids. I ain't doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? They gonna respect me.
Yeah, this trophy is very reminiscent of, I believe it was the 2022 All-Star Game MVP trophy that Kelsey Plum got. Yo, this is disrespectful, man. Like, I get it. Like, you want to keep something in the main trophy case to just kind of highlight who has won, but to give that to the person that won, I mean, I get she got other prizes and shit like that, but come on, man. Like, the trophy do mean something to the athletes, man. But hey, man, it is what it is.
Big disrespect. Some quick non-NBA news. So over the weekend, there was a weird like battle rap kind of scenario with Mike Beasley and Lance Stevenson. I didn't know what was happening, but it looks like they was trying to promote something. And it took me a while to figure out what the hell they was trying to advertise, right? Because Mike Beasley was talking crazy to Lance Stevenson, like I'm gonna make love to you type shit on a court. You know what I'm saying? I was like giving big jail vibes. Let's fucking over here. I was like, I don't know what they're promoting, but long story short, they was doing the media run because they had a sanctioned 1-on-1, 1v1 when they get to 100K. And listen, I've heard rumors about Mike Beasley. You seen him on the court, with uniform in real life, but that off the court, practice court shit, even the big three shit, he cooks, like overly cooks. Like he's nasty nice. Like one-ons, he rarely loses them. Right? I'm like, you know what? I see Lance. He's mad confident. He might know something. Long story short, Beasley whooped that boy. Like 31-21. He was able to get the 100K. But how would you feel about more 1v1 NBA players just going at it?
I've always thought it would have been a good entry in the All-Star game. You know what I mean? Like we like to say that one player is better than the other. Take the other four players off the court. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Take the four players from their respective teams. Take the players off the court and let them go. Let's see who's really better, right? I would have loved to see a one-on-one with like Kobe and Vince Carter at some point. Not to say it was a legitimate argument, but there were people who really felt that there was actually a comparison between Kobe and Vince. It's like, all right, take the team off. Let's really see if they're one-on-one, who's gonna win this matchup. But listen, man,
we had a dream matchup. Current players for this All-Star weekend coming up. Who would you want to see in a 1v1?
Oh, I gotta say Ant-Man and KD. Take the rest of the team off the court, Ant-Man. Let's really see what you got up against one of the best shooters, we've seen in a long time from anywhere on the court. Yeah, I'd like to see that one.
To keep it fair,
Halliburton and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Shai would work Tyrese. He would work that awkward shooting kid. I think for NBA also, like you're saying, I think a good format would be the last two MVP winners to play. Whoever won it this year, before that, you play, and then it moves on for the next year to the next new winner. You're the best in the league. he beat what was the best thing before you.
Hmm.
It's gonna be weird though, like Jokic versus Shy, but whatever. Somebody has to lose.
So if you do that, and I think we talked about this before, if you do that, you just limit it to 5 dribbles. I think that equalizes everything. You have to start at the top of the key. You only got 5 dribbles. So even if you're man, you better get to your spot in 5 dribbles. Otherwise, you got to shoot from wherever you at.
As good as that sounds, if Kyrie's on a 1v1, I would want that man to chew as much as he needs to. He's gonna kill me. Like some people you want to see, you got it on the string. Like Kai, you might be the only one. Let me get 10. Let me get 10 dribbles. But it would be cool to see. Let's go, Silver. Get it done. But on to real basketball. Have you been? I know we was talking shit last week. Really watching this final. Turns out there happens to be nothing on TV when the game is on. Have you been watching the finals?
Yes, I did, man. And game 1. Whew. Game 1 was funny because game 1 was right after one of our lives, and I was like, you know what? Let me just go check out the second half of this. Let's see what happens. And OKC was cruising. There was no reason to think anything was going to go wrong. And you just saw that OKC, no matter how much they were turning over the ball, they just weren't scoring enough. And that lead never went above 15, 16. And then all of a sudden in the fourth quarter, you see them get it to like 8, then like 6. And I'm like, get the fuck out. I was
you're not going to do it again.
Ain't no way, dog. Ain't no way, dog. They got it down to 4. Then I was like, yo.
When your boy mixed shot at the top of the key.
Yo.
With one of those, I was like, oh, they're going to lose. That right there. That was it.
And I forgot who pointed it out, but when they was talking post game, they said, I think everything changed when Shai pushed Andrew Nemhard, and then Andrew went to the free throw line and pushed him back. Like, dude, don't act like I don't know you. Like, you know who I am. And then when he started doing, I was like, who's this Kyrie? Is Kyrie in this guy's body? Like, what is this? Like, yo,
crazy.
That was wild.
Good game. But another weird thing though, the way game 1 ended, I was like, you know what? We might have something here. You know what I'm saying? But it turns out for game 2, OKC did exactly what you expect them to do in the series. But the ratings I saw dropped drastically for the NBA. Like numbers wasn't this low. It's like the bubble type shit. Yeah. Like, damn, after game 1? I can see if game 1 was low. Like if you just wasn't interested in Indiana, Oklahoma. Hey, I get it. Not enough star power. I understand. But after game 1 ended, I assumed game 2 would have, a little bit of like, see if they can do it again. You know what I mean? But numbers dropped crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it could have something to do with being on the same day as the Puerto Rican Day Parade. I'm not going to sit here and say maybe, Puerto Ricans made up a lot of the ratings. But, a lot of times when there's a parade in the city, everybody outside because they know everybody outside. So they out there trying to be a part of the fun. And then, we're just starting to get the good weather this past weekend. So people probably first saw that good weather. They was like, man, I don't care about neither one of these teams. I'm good. I know I missed the game, so I get
I ain't catching it. I don't know what I was doing, but I was not next to the TV at that time for some reason.
Yeah, man, that's for sure. But keeping the NBA, I mean, we'll see who wins, man. Like I said, I got no prediction on this one. Hats off to both teams making it, and the best team made the best team win. But keeping the NBA, man, some KD trade rumors came out today. So it looks like right now, KD's business partner, boardroom CEO Rich Kleinman, has been meeting multiple times over the past week to talk about trade scenarios. And it looks like they are looking at potential destinations. The teams that have expressed interest in KD mainly feature the Houston Rockets, San Antonio Spurs, Miami Heat, Minnesota Timberwolves, and New York Knicks. There's some other suitors out there over the past 10 days that have been reaching out. But teams around the NBA have been anticipating this trade ever since they were engaging in potential talks back in February's trade deadline. So, with those teams that were mentioned, I gotta say the most intriguing one that I know a lot of people are gonna look at me and be like, "What the hell?" is the Spurs. There's something about putting a vet like KD on the Spurs. If you can convince Chris Paul to come back, you get on like a 1 year, whatever, as a vet. If you can convince Harrison Barnes to come back at a vet minimum, you get a healthy De'Aaron Fox back. You're probably gonna have to either deal some of those young bucks that you had on there. I think Stephon Castle is probably the only one that's safe, but you've got draft picks. I don't know. I like him. I like him on that team.
I mean, how many different jerseys he wants to own. If you're not going back to the team he was on already, I don't even want him going nowhere, bro. Let's finish it out in Phoenix. Whatever it is. You and Buck got to figure that shit out. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I'm surprised Golden State wasn't in the running. Get Draymond out of there. Here's the problem. Get Draymond the fuck out of there, bro. Like, we love him. But we got Jimmy Butler to be nasty if we need somebody to be nasty for defense. But yeah, with San Antonio, shit with anybody that's good on the team, they're gonna lose a good portion of them just to get KD. And now the nucleus and plus KD ain't the same no more. I don't know. I don't know. What you think? San Antonio might be the destination.
I think they got enough cash and draft picks to make it happen. Right? I mean, depending on how much De'Aaron Fox is going to cost them. Chris Paul, I don't think he's going to demand much if he knows the vision. If he wants to stay and he knows the vision is to build with bringing in KD and a solid foundation. Outside of that, I think I got to remember, I think they have a lottery pick too this year. So that's pretty enticing as well to the Suns. So they got enough to not lose a lot of their core team and be successful. And San Antonio was in a lot of games this year. It's really just they didn't have that vet that I think could really, teach them how to win games consistently. And who better than a KD to come in there and just be a go-to guy? There's no guessing, right? You don't have to wonder, is it Devin Booker? Is it Bradley Beal? Is it K? No, KD knows this is between him and Wemby. That's it. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure Wemby's going to be like, bro, we down 2-3-10. I'm cool with you taking the shot. I'm down. I'm getting the rebound. I'm getting a rebound. So do your thing. I don't know. It's intriguing to me.
Interesting. On the college side of things, Judge Claudia Wilkin has approved the deal between the NCAA and most of the powerhouses on a $2.8 billion settlement to pave the way for college athletes to finally get paid. I'm not sure what this means for current NIL deals going forward, or if they lose a little bit of their ground. But schools will now be open to begin paying the athletes directly, which we're gonna be a new era in sports. I'm not sure what this means though, because between scholarships and people just making a team, are we all getting equal pay? Like what are we what are we doing here? Like is the center gonna get what the quarterback gets? Like, and what about the backup quarterback? Is getting more than a starter running back? Like, it's gonna be a lot of questions. I do want to see how they break down the price gauge as far as which player brings it in. And then how's this go for the likeness now that we're paying you Do you need another contract that you need to sign? Is it? Are we gonna say, hey, yeah, you can make a website. You just need 50% of it. Like, whoa, hey, yo. You know what I mean? I just see some red tape coming from them. But yeah, shouts to this is big. This is big for NCAA. Shouts to them, and hopefully a lot of these Division I athletes may get on it. At least the ones who couldn't get NIL there.
Yeah. Yo, I know Chris Webber is somewhere sick.
Bro. Reggie Bush too. Well, he got his times in that kind of, but yeah, Reggie Bush too. It's like, you know what I'm saying?
Chris Webber gotta be somewhere like this is some bull. Like I don't know. I feel like Chris Webber need the most restitution out of anybody, bro. Because my man got put through it. Like this is crazy. Like they gotta go back and make it right for all those players that this whole time was getting treated like violation and just ungrateful. Seriously, like there needs to be something where all these institutions invite them back and I don't know, dedicate a library or you know what I'm saying, or something, because now all these athletes are benefiting from this shit and they have no idea what previous athletes went through to get here. No. That's crazy.
Crazy. The settlement ends 3 separate federal antitrust lawsuits, all of which claimed the NCAA was illegally limiting the earning power of college athletes. Yeah, man. Time for a change.
Mm-hmm. All right. Appreciate that. Anything before our closing thoughts, brother?
No. Let's wrap up. Let's get out of here.
All right. So Father's Day is approaching this Sunday, man, and we want to send a happy early Father's Day to all the dads out there who are handling business, all the men out there who are father figures to someone out there. Are definitely sending a heavenly Father's Day to my dad. But we do have this video here that I think captures what Father's Day is like for most fathers. We're gonna play this real quick.
Father's Day is the worst holiday in the world. I've done the research. I already know. Let me tell you something. Mother's Day is the second most celebrated holiday in the world. Christmas is first. So that means it's Jesus, then your mama. You know what Father's Day fall at? Number 20. I can't think of 18 other holidays. Do you realize Halloween is number 6? Does that mean ghosts and goblins go before fathers? Arbor Day is number 13. I don't even know what that is. I just know it come before me. That's crazy. Columbus Day is number 16. Celebrating Columbus Day is like celebrating somebody finding money in your house. Where you get that $50 from? I discovered it in your kitchen. Ridiculous. Fathers, and it's mother's fault. It's mother's fault. Because see, when Mother's Day come around, fathers go in their pocket deep. Go in their pocket deep. Hey, I want to give my mama something. You cash that money out. You know what mothers do? Hey, I want to get daddy something. Well, go in that car. It's some change in my little cup holder in there.
It's a cup holder.
That boy ain't lying.
Oh, man. It's rough out here, man. It's rough out here. Man. Happy Father's Day to all the pops out there. It's rough, man.
That boy ain't lying, man. I'm telling you. Like, yeah, we gotta do this shit ain't right. It's not right. You know what I mean? Like this you gotta change the mold, man. You gotta change the mold. I really don't get it. Like there's a dirtbag out there getting treated really great by some woman out there that he don't even value her. But there's dads out there who are killing it, and the most they get is, all right, fine, we got sex today. Like, this is crazy. It's nasty work, man. It's nasty work.
That was not bad. Happy Pappy Day, man. I hope you get the big piece of chicken this week, y'all.
Nah, fuck that, man. You gotta be better than a big piece of chicken.
I always eat the breast. I don't
This
even
is
like
crazy.
that.
This is crazy. This is crazy. Listen,
Mm.
if you know if you know what the dad in your life or the father figure in your life really wants, man, I don't care if you come together as a village. Come together as a village and make it happen. If that person is deserving and worthy as a father or father figure, put a little thought into it. Put a little, you know what I'm saying, something into it, man. It will go a long, long way. Trust me.
Word, word. At least a Halloween. This is number 6. I mean, so.
Sir.
It's
But
a good
all
one.
right, man. We appreciate y'all hanging with us, man. There's a lot of really interesting stuff to talk about. So shout out to everybody, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, X, IG, and TikTok that rode out with us, man. Shout out to everybody on the IG check-in, Tanya, daughter of the road, only Mrs. Lee SKL, always supporting. I know Adrian was with us earlier. Appreciate you as well. We are here every Wednesday, 8 o'clock, man. Make sure y'all subscribe. Check out all the merch on our website and share this with a friend. You know what I mean? We are here. The engagement is real. The content is real. So looking to expand the community, man. Love y'all and have a good night. Stay safe out there.
Yes, sir.